How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here with another episode of Supernatural, episode 14 of season 9. So, yeah, obviously with Sam and Dean not really in great standing, and of course with the ending of the last episode, things really weren't escalated when Dean said, oh, you know, if I sacrificed myself, you would, you know, do anything to rescue me. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, it made things a bit worse, didn't it? So it's like, but aside from that, very fun stuff, definitely reminiscent, especially in terms of the monster that we were dealing with very reminiscent to that Doctor Who episode, the first episode of season 4, or series 4, with the adipose. So yeah, yeah, aside from that painful last scene, which I feel like, you know, our heart was already shattered before, and it's just getting shattered further and further. Yeah, quite fun stuff with that last episode. So, with that said, let's get into this episode of Supernatural, episode 14 of season 9. Let's go. Is the bunker haunted or some shit? Was that just a dodgy aircon or something? Sam, you might want to look behind. Okay.
So, yep. Bunker's haunted.
Yeah, it's what I said. Bunker's haunted.
Body myself. Okay? It's not him. Okay, so
well, there might be some kind of unfinished business
when he came back.
Jim, I'm That's true.
This ghost, it's not Kevin.
It does feel like kind of like a game show, isn't it? Like, yeah, he mentioned it can't be Kevin. Ding 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 ding. Jeopardy.
Friends like Metatron. Where is he?
You're looking in the wrong place. Rebecca and Metatron were friends.
Were?
That was a long time ago. Had no contact since the fall.
Toxic friends, cut them out.
Naomi?
You know, out of context, this would just be...
Alright, I can't do this.
Yeah, insane.
Coffee buzzing, you bumping the night crap.
Calling... yeah.
I got serious... That was on me.
Oh.
It was my fault. There's nothing I can do to make that right. I'm so sorry. He's
gonna show up here, isn't he? Just as he's apologetic.
Struggling to break through the veil just to get stuck listening to Dean Winchester in
Kevin!
a self-pity session. Didn't hear enough of those when I was alive.
Kevin?
You can see me?
Oh.
I'd since the angels fell. I'm just stuck inside the veil.
Holy damn! So...
And it's bad in here. Like DMV line times infinity bad.
So, yeah, there's a huge ass waiting list.
She says she saw my mom just a week ago. Alive.
Okay, this spirit that you're playing ghost telephone with, what do you even know about her?
Her name's Candy. Says she's in a forest in Wichita.
What she can get. So... Really?
For sake.
Whatever works.
Whatever works? I mean, That's it, though. Don't knock the coffee machine.
Security protocol. Can't be too careful these days.
Hello, Bartholomew.
Castiel.
I don't think it was as warm on the other end in terms of reception. You might be trying to give the, oh, how you doing, bird vibe, but it's not, yeah.
Flying solo for so long you've forgotten that's what angels do. We follow orders.
Not you, though. Not anymore.
Yeah. You got people who answer to you.
Who are they?
I don't know.
Oh, shit.
Dark. There was a vengeance.
Oh, yeah, everyone getting a soul vibe?
It was so dark in the box.
Didn't know
when
what
they came, I could barely see. The first guy was British, I think.
Crowley?
Kind of short. Loved hearing himself talk.
Yep, that's Crowley.
What do they want?
Here comes the jump scare. Oh, okay, maybe not so much.
For her sake. I hope she's dead.
I don't think she is, though. Unless this is... There we go.
I'm just talking it out, you know, working the case. Business-like.
Not brother-like business. Right.
Realizing they were more trouble than they were worth, we purged our human
Not exactly
allies.
brothers, are they?
Wood. What's out there for you, Castiel?
Oh,
What do you
yeah, I
really
see what they're
expect to
doing.
accomplish
It's not
on your
working,
own?
Bart. It ain't working.
You'll never find Metatron that way.
How'd you know about Metatron?
There you
I
go.
figured that save a gallon.
I don't agree.
I'm not asking you to. I will outrace Malachi in the hunt for Metatron, and I
And
will
is that,
certainly
like,
outrace you on your own. But
cut
if you
the
can set
infection
aside
before
your
it
qualms about
spreads
methods
thing
for 1 second,
that he's got in his mind
there's
about
no reason
Rebecca.
the two of us can't take him down. Together.
Enemy of my enemy, isn't it?
The rental binder!
Oh no. Oh my god!
There you go, sir. I know his name from the records. He's leasing another unit on the other side of the facility.
Shit.
I could show you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Well, it does seem very sore-ish, doesn't it?
Hello, Sam. I'd like to play a game.
No! It was you!
This is Crowley's unit?
No, it's not. Shit.
Another? Think of the message that would send to would-be dissidents.
Shit.
They'd finally understand that resistance is futile. Think of the bloodshed we could avert.
Yeah, I don't think anyone good
What the
has
United
ever
Angel Clan could
said
accomplish in heaven.
resistance is futile.
Elsewhere.
Wait, is this gonna be the guy from the funeral? Yeah! Shit!
What are you doing?
What needs to be done?
Insisted, but I trust you weren't foolish enough to bring Kevin along on this mission. That you left him
I'm gonna
someplace
have to
safe.
tell her about Kevin.
Of course.
Sam! And there's a lot of guilt for Sam. Oh. Because it was his hand.
You will take me to my son.
Consider it a stepping stone, my lad. Like an internship.
Good on Crowley, a good
known.
Crowley impression, I guess.
Internships suck.
Jeez.
How sick is that? Am I not a young, vital demon? With basic demon needs and rights?
Oh my god.
Partying is a bit of an exaggeration.
This job blows.
Oh shit.
I quit.
Not then. But since then, you've slaughtered thousands of angels.
What's 1,001?
You killed Malachi's man for his grace. Who I was, what I did, that's not who I am.
No? Then who are you?
Shit.
I choose.
Shit!
I am truly sorry to hear that.
No!
As your refusal makes perfectly clear. You always thought you were better than me.
Well, it is fact.
Stand down!
This is between me and the rebel.
He's trying to get him to bite.
Crowley.
Much worse.
Mrs. No way! Oh yeah, she is worse.
Take me to my son.
I mean, it's mixed emotions because, yeah, Miss Tran we know is a bit of a badass, but she's also, you know, channeling so much hurt, isn't she? Understandably. At least he's got, like, confirmation that she's alive.
Hello, son. It's father Kevin ever had.
It's sad.
If Kevin's spirit is bound to some object here,
Will it be the ring?
this is it.
Damn. Just to cling on to the only thing of his death. Oh.
He's my son. It's my job to keep him safe
Even
for as
in
long
death.
as I can.
Oh. I mean, this is probably going to be the last we'll see of Miss Tran, but understandable.
Bar. If you will have me, Castiel, I will follow you.
Oh.
And I am not the only one.
Oh, damn. Tough choice there.
She's held and tortured. Can you two get over it?
Let's
Dudes.
go, Kevin.
Just because you couldn't see me doesn't mean I couldn't see you.
Oh.
Drama?
Yeah.
Good.
You can't break that promise. You can't let it, like, because otherwise you will let him down.
Well, that was... Yeah, okay.
The fuck? Come on. I will jump through the screen and slap them too. I'm not kidding. I will slap them too. You know, just after Kevin is like, you know, this whole thing between the pair of you is stupid, Sam just starts off, right, I'm back in my room, I'm gonna slump in my room. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, that was really, really great. Yeah. I mean, it was really emotional. Like, it was going to be really, really heartfelt when it comes to, yeah, Kevin and not just the fact that we would see him again just entirely, but of course reuniting with Miss Tran as well. Like, I mean, I kind of had a feeling, especially since they were drawing out that particular thing and we had no resolution when Kevin died, I had a feeling she was going to be alive, of course. But it just added on to the emotions, really, because you got to break the news to her, and yeah, so... There was that other guy as well, because Candy mentioned, obviously, herself, Miss Tran, and there was another guy that got held captive. Now, I'm going to assume he's dead, but there was just no... Yeah. There was just no way, so... But, yeah. I just love it, though. Like I said, Kevin, this bickering between the pair of you, it's stupid. Agree on that one, Kev. As soon as he leaves, Sam, toodles. Yeah. So, yeah, but, yeah, some neat stuff with this episode. Yeah, I think with that last scene in mind, yeah, for Sam in his own perspective, I mean, deep down, I think he does want to, obviously forgive Dean at some point. It's just got to take a little bit of time. But I think with Dean seeing Sam just yeet out, basically, it's going to have a bad look in terms of like what Dean is thinking versus what Sam is thinking, and that is they are so different in terms of their in terms of their mindsets. You just think back to the last episode, and you know, with Dean saying, "Oh, you would do the same shit to me." No, I wouldn't. In Dean's mentality, even though that Sam isn't saying what Dean is thinking, Dean is just thinking the love isn't there anymore. So yeah, and it's the same here in terms of the difference in mentality when it comes to Dean seeing Sam walk off. It just gives a bad look, doesn't it? And it might have been a bit dodgy, but I can understand that for Sam. He is not ready yet. He still needs to usher some things out, and yeah, I mean, it is a bit of a difficult dilemma, isn't it? So, but of course, when you see Sam just zip off after Kevin is like, "Promise you two are going to sort this shit out because it's getting pathetic." Yeah, it doesn't look good, does it? So, but again, for Dean, he sees Sam walk off, and it's gonna just raise the anxieties, the worries in his mind. So yeah, and you know, Sam is still dealing with a bit anyways. So yeah, but it does, like I said, it doesn't look good, does it? So yeah, but yeah. So I wouldn't say that with Sam, he isn't necessarily going back on Kevin's promise like 5 seconds after Kevin goes to spend I guess the remaining time he has left before he can go to heaven. Obviously that's in a bit of a shambles in a minute in terms of souls going to heaven, but we'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, it's not so much Sam is bullshitting Kevin in terms of the promise, but he needs to think things over, and it's still a bit rocky between himself and Dean at the minute, understandably. I mean, you saw the vibe. It was very businesslike as Dean compared it. They weren't brothers in Dean's head. There you go. They weren't brothers. It's all businesslike. He was just treating Sam and treating this whole situation not as the Winchester brothers, but as a business. So yeah, but I mean, you even had Kevin say, "Look, I hear everything." Basically, I've seen everything that goes on, and I feel like obviously Kevin knows why Sam is a bit apprehensive to give this another shot, but he also knows that this isn't really beneficial for the pair of you if you keep doing this, and I know you keep doing this every fucking season. So yeah. But I really loved, you know, the fact that we were able to, well, not just give closure to Miss Tran's, I guess, fate, really, because let's be honest, they did stretch that out for so long, didn't they? So yeah, but it was also the whole situation of seeing Kevin again. I don't know if we're going to see Kevin again in terms of, okay, well, once this whole Heaven debacle is sorted, he can go on the up, because Heaven is a bit at a standstill, DMV, but worse, 10 times worse, 1,000,000 times worse, as Kevin called it. So, yeah, it's very interesting learning that about Heaven, about how there's a bit of a standstill at the minute in regards to, you know, souls are not going to heaven I guess the gates to hell are like pretty good, and yeah. But those who are like, that's it though. Like, hey, if you're not going to go to heaven, do a detour, go to hell. No, in all seriousness though, for those who are going on the up, that's not happening at the minute because, apparently, there is a bit of a denial of access really to heaven. So. Yeah, and I'm assuming Metatron is aware of this. So yeah, but he just doesn't really care about the huge kerfuffle that is impacting the millions of souls that have passed, and yeah, so. But I found it very, very interesting. Obviously, the whole situation with the Winchester story in this episode was to, well, like I said, close the chapter in terms of Miss Tran's unknown fate. But like I said, I mean, I felt like she was alive. I felt like with everything that went on, especially when it came to Kevin and his death, and the fact that, well, we still haven't seen or heard about what's happened with Miss Tran. I had a feeling that she would still be alive somehow. It's just, okay, well, we now need to find her and tell her that Kevin is dead. So, yeah. And it was just really, really powerful stuff when Sam had to tell her about Kevin. And, you know, she was fighting through the emotions and was determined to see him again. And it was just really, really powerful stuff. And it was just powerful that, like, obviously Dean is reeling from the hurt and is dealing with a lot of guilt in regards to what happened to Kevin. But I felt like it was more poignant when it comes to Sam. Kevin even backed it up by saying he knows it was Gadriel that was the entity, I guess you could say, that killed Kevin, not Sam. It might have been Sam's hand, but Sam was in the back seat. So, but for Sam, he still feels like there's a huge amount of guilt, and he has that onus, he has that responsibility to tell Miss Tran about the fact that Kevin is there. But, I mean, to be fair, Dean also does have that onus as well, but I feel like with Sam, he might feel like it's a bit more poignant. Even though it wasn't his fault, and even though that he wasn't conscious, he still feels a huge portion of blame. But obviously with the whole Dean situation, he does blame himself and all of that, especially in terms of, Kevin being involved in this whole hunting gig anyways. And the fact that he should, like, in his mind, he should have done something more to make sure that Kevin was still alive. So, yeah, but... yeah, I mean, the whole situation in terms of, like, their story in this episode was just really interesting. Found it very, very funny about how, who was actually the person that was keeping these captives there and whatnot, in regards to, that demon who was not allowed to kill anyone, etc. But apparently the memo didn't get out there. Because like I said, that other guy, we didn't get an update on him. There were three, obviously Miss Tran being one of them, Candy being another, but there was a third person, and yeah, so unless they follow through with that, which I doubt, because like I said, this plot was a device to get closure in terms of Miss Tran's fate, and we got there in the end, so yeah, but I still loved that demon who was just absolutely not having any of it, so yeah. Yeah, it was really, really great, and it was really, really great for Kevin to be at comfort with the fact that, well, he now knows his mum is safe, and they could spend a bit more time together before before the gates can get back up. I mean, it's going to be a logistical nightmare once that gets all resolved and all of that, but at least for Kevin, there is going to be that opportunity for him to spend time with his mom. So yeah, but let's switch it over to Cass, because I really found that very interesting, that whole situation. I thought Bart would have stayed around a bit longer, but alas, not so much the case. So, yeah, obviously, we know that he tried to get Cass to, considering he idolized him and followed him before, he tried to get Cass to, side with him, but Cass, understandably, not having any of it. Especially since they were going around killing, the pacifist angels and all of that. So, Bart was just so gung-ho, I guess, about causing bloodshed and agony, etc. And it is just so interesting. Like, you've got all of these... this entire goal for the Angels, no matter the faction, it all does point towards stopping Metatron and reclaiming the heavens, I guess. And then, like I said, you've got Bart, who is just so focused on bloodshed. You've got the pacifists there who are taking a beating from Bart's peeps, and Bart, should I say? But I guess his cronies will chime in if needs be. You got Malachi there, so it is just very, very interesting. And yeah, I mean, for Cass, I had a feeling he wouldn't subscribe to what... Like, obviously you had Bart, who was, like I said, very, very adamant, should I say? There you go. On trying to bring Cass. Like, come on, Cass, you gotta have me back here, or you gotta have me back at your side, and this is a great opportunity to do so. So, yeah. And... yeah, obviously... Cass wasn't having any of it, and I had a feeling, like I said, that Cass was not going to subscribe to his ideology, and no matter how much Bart tried to justify what he was doing, there was no way. Especially since Cass knew that this was not the way to go about things, and there was no way that you're going to character regress Cass. I am really, really glad that Cass decided to say no to Bart. Obviously, Bart tried to kill him, but wasn't going to happen. So, and I just love how the two bodyguards for Bart were just shook, like, okay, we're not. You know what? Go ahead. We're not causing any kind of beef here. So yeah, but of course, what was beautiful was the fact that you had a few angels follow when Cass mourned for Rebecca, and gave her his respect, should I say, in regards to trying to do things as benevolently as possible. I did love those few angels that showed up and I guess bended the knee for Cass, really. And I know there wasn't any knee bending going on, but it's a saying, isn't it? So yeah, but they were like, you know what? We are loving you, even though that Cass is trying to stray away from leadership and all of that. I don't think he's got much of a choice, and I think there are going to be people who are going to respect what Cass is trying to do. No matter what, they are seeing what Cass, they are seeing Cass's ideals and all of that, and they are seeing how Cass's journey is really, really fulfilling. Not just for Cass himself, but it is the way to go. But for Cass, that's going to mean volumes, really, that where his journey has gone, there is a reward fulfilling, really, and it is just really, really nice to see. So, and obviously that's going to improve over time, but I did really, really like that bit towards the end of Cass's story. It's all worth it, and it's so easy to fall back into being having questionable decisions and all of that, especially with what Bart was offering. But it is worth it. The hard work is worth it, and it will be very interesting to see if Cass can rally to see how Cass is going to be able to keep, I guess, this new faction, I guess you could call it. How he's going to be able to, I guess, bring justice in regards to those who do want to side with him, and how that's going to, I guess, provide the best results in terms of, obviously, the bigger enemy out there, Metatron. So, yeah. But yeah, good stuff this episode. So I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care. And I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!